Think your sourdough is just flour, water, and time? Watch this first. We're counting down 10 loaves on Canadian shelves that lean on shortcuts. Weak tang, dry crumb, or a soft, squishy bite that screams sandwich bread, not true sourdough. Stay to the end to learn the quick label test that helps you spot additives and shy sour notes before they hit your cart. You'll see which brands deliver crust, spring, and balanced tang, and which crumble under heat and hype. Number 1, the rustic oven sourdough. You see rustic and think slow craft. But is the tang from time or a shortcut? Here's the truth. A claim of long fermentation clashes with a shelf-soft loaf and a tight, even crumb. Real sourdough shows chew, blistered crust, and wild holes. That comes from hours of natural ferment that builds lactic and acetic acids. Those acids can help mineral uptake, like iron. When bakeries add commercial yeast and dough conditioners, you get smooth slices and a gentle bite, but less depth and fewer fermentation wins. Your move. Seek a short list. Flour, water, salt, sourdough culture. No added yeast. If you spot emulsifiers, enzymes, or starter plus yeast, it's a costume. Now at number 2, a farmhouse look with a sandwich soul. Number 2, Village Hearth Sourdough Cottage Bread. Cottage sounds warm and homey, but your gut needs process, not a postcard. Village Hearth Sourdough Cottage Bread leans on comfort cues while the crumb says lab work. A soft, even slice with tame flavor points to quick dough and flavor aids, not slow acid build. Here's the truth. Real sourdough gives chew, crackle, and uneven holes from long, wild ferment. Enrichment flips that. Oils for plush bite, sweeteners that dull tang like sugar and lemonade, and preservatives that hold softness for days. Those are ultra-processing flags, not tradition. Your move, scan for added sugars and enriched signals. If it reads like sandwich bread with sourdough taped on, pass. Next up, artisan style with more style than substance. Number 3, Aunt Millie's Artisan Style. Artisan style sounds slow and careful. The crumb in Aunt Millie's Bakehouse Artisan Style sourdough often says fast track. Here's the truth. A springy sandwich soft bite signals rapid rise and helpers that pump volume without real chew. Starter-only loaves need time to build acids in a bold, irregular crumb. Add commercial yeast and you speed the rise but mute flavor layers. Longer ferment links to lower FODMAPS and better tolerance for some people. Quick methods miss those shifts and the bite stays mild. Save your stomach. Find sourdough culture high on the list, no added yeast, and under 6 to 8 ingredients. Now a legacy name with farmhouse branding that loves a long ingredient list. Number 4, Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse. You know this brand, you trust the slice. But is Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse sourdough real ferment or a flavor cameo? Here's the truth. The soft, feathery crumb and very demure taste signal a white bread play with faint acidic aftertaste. That tidy bounce often rides on calcium propionate to block mold, mono and diglycerides to keep it pillowy, and enzymes to fix volume and texture. These agents hold softness and shelf feel like propping a door with a wedge, but they bypass the slow microbes that build layered acids and digestibility. Your move. If the label shows vinegar or cultured wheat while yeast leads the rise, you're buying sour branding, not sour fermentation. Next up, a Nature's label that leans sandwich over sour. Number 5, Nature's Own Sourdough. The name says clean and pure, the bite says not much at all. And here's the truth. When Nature's Own Sourdough tastes like plain white bread, you're dealing with a fast rise and a token starter. Real sourdough needs long hours to build lactic and acetic acids that add depth and chew. That slow ferment also shifts gluten and drops phytate, which can help your body grab more minerals. Quick rise loaves skip that work, so you get volume, not nuance. Your move. Look for clear, long fermented language. A short list, flour, water, salt, culture, and no added yeast. If it reads soft and mild on the label, it will eat soft and mild. Now we head to a bargain label that often swaps time for tricks. Number 6, Great Value Sourdough. Cheap is fine, but shortcuts cost your gut. Great Value sourdough bread plays it safe on price and light on ferment. The taste stays faint until you chew and chew, then fades. That's a white bread move, not real culture at work. Here's the truth. Reports of dry, crumbly slices and a weak crust signal rushed dough. Dough strengtheners can hold a neat slice, yet still miss the open, wild holes and chewy snap. Dry interiors track to low water or short ferment. Flabby crust tracks to thin steam and quick bake. That process trades tang and texture for shelf life. Your budget move. Grab store bakery loaves with a bake date, short list, and blistered crust. Next up, a cafe favorite that changes character when it hits the plastic bag. Number 7. Panera packaged sourdough. In the cafe, Panera's sourdough hits right. Springy chew, tender center, clean tang. Bagged at the store? Different game. Packaging needs softness and time on shelf. That push can mean added yeast, enzymes, or preservatives that keep slices neat but blunt that lively edge. Factory targets are uniform shape, longer life, milder acid. So you lose the bold chew you expect. Here's the truth. Bag humidity and preservatives can soften the crust and wash out the snap, like leaving fries in a closed box. Fresh ferment gives structure and depth. Packaged skews gentle and even. Your move. Want the cafe bite? Buy fresh from the counter. Skip the bagged twin. Now to an extra sour that's extra marketing. Number 8. Francisco Extra Sourdough. Extra promises bold tang. Does Francisco Extra Sourdough deliver or just dress the part? Here's the truth. When yeast sits high on the label and vinegar or listed acids ride shotgun, you're tasting acid tricks, not slow culture. Commercial acidulation adds acetic or lactic acid to fake sour fast. It hits your tongue, but skips the microbes that, over hours, lower pH, break down phytic acid, and help your body absorb iron and zinc. Fermentation creates acids. Acidulation just pours them in like spraying perfume instead of taking a shower. Bottom line, extra sour should come from time, not top-loaded acids. Pick loaves with starter listed up front and no added yeast. Now a Canadian staple where the label tells the story. Number 9. Weston Bakery Sourdough. Big bakery, big reach, big pressure to keep Weston Bakery sourdough soft and uniform. Here's the truth. Scale leans on dough conditioners, oxidizers, and preservatives that trade bold sour for repeatable output. Think functional enzymes to tweak crumb, ascorbic acid to tighten structure, and emulsifiers to lock in volume and a plush bite. These inputs stretch shelf life and tame variants, but they don't deliver what a mature starter does. Slow acid build, phytic acid breakdown, and prebiotic byproducts your gut can use. You get tidy slices and a gentle taste, not real ferment payoffs. Number 10. Additive-loaded sourdough. The catch-all trap. If there's one rule, it's this. The longer the list, the shorter the ferment. Front labels say starter. The back hides yeast, sugar, oils, gums, and preservatives. Here's the truth. Red flags stack fast. Added yeast to speed rise, sugar syrups to fake flavor, distilled vinegar for quick tang, calcium propionate to block mold, mono, and diglycerides or Daytem for softness, enzymes to fix crumb, gum thickeners to hold moisture. That is simulation, not fermentation. Real sourdough is flour, water, salt, and time. Acids and conditioners copy taste and texture but skip the microbes.